You know, I've seen a lot of relationships in my time, and let me tell you, breadcrumbing is one of the most frustrating and hurtful dating trends out there. It's like someone's leading you on a wild goose chase, throwing you just enough attention to keep you hooked, but never really giving you what you need. We're going to dive deep into the 10 telltale signs of breadcrumbing so you can recognize those red flags waving right in your face. Trust me, nobody deserves to be strung along. Recognizing these signs early on can save you a whole lot of heartache and help you protect your emotional well-being. Remember, you deserve someone who's fully invested, not someone who's just dropping crumbs. Breadcrumbing. It's a term we use to describe someone who's playing games with your heart. They send out sporadic messages, vague compliments, or flirty emojis, just enough to keep you thinking about them. But when it comes to actually making plans or taking things further, they're gone, vanished like a ghost. It's all about keeping their options open without putting in any real effort. They get to enjoy the ego boost of your attention without having to commit. And let me tell you, it's a recipe for disaster. Look, when someone's genuinely interested, they make an effort to stay in touch. They don't disappear for days or weeks, only to reappear with a flimsy excuse. If you're finding yourself constantly initiating conversations and getting radio silence on the other end, it's time to pay attention. This kind of hot and cold behavior is a classic sign of breadcrumbing. They're keeping you at arm's length, stringing you along just in case they need something from you. Don't fall for it. You deserve consistency and someone who's genuinely excited to talk to you, not someone who treats you like an afterthought. Breadcrumbers are masters of keeping things non-committal. They'll dangle the possibility of plans in front of you, but never actually follow through. They might say things like, "We should hang out sometime," or "I'd love to see you again," but when it comes to actually setting a date, they're full of excuses. Why? Because they're not really interested in making time for you. They're just throwing you enough crumbs to keep you on the hook. Don't waste your time on someone who can't even commit to a dinner date. You deserve someone whose actions match their words. One minute they're all over you, showering you with compliments and attention. The next, they're distant and withdrawn, leaving you wondering what on earth went wrong. These mixed signals are a hallmark of breadcrumbing. They leave you feeling confused, insecure, and constantly second-guessing yourself. It's a manipulative tactic designed to keep you emotionally invested while they maintain their distance. Remember, consistent affection and clear communication are the foundation of a healthy relationship. Don't settle for anything less. Breadcrumbing often plays out primarily in the digital realm. Think fleeting text messages, sporadic social media interactions, or the occasional like on your latest post. They might be active on social media, but when it comes to having a real, meaningful conversation or spending quality time with you, they're nowhere to be found. This is a way for them to maintain a semblance of connection without actually having to put in any real effort. They get to pick and choose when and how they interact with you, all while keeping you at a safe distance. Breadcrumbers are like emotional vampires. They thrive on your attention. The moment they sense you pulling away or losing interest, they'll swoop in with a perfectly timed text or social media interaction, just enough to reel you back in. They might offer a backhanded compliment, reminisce about a shared memory, or suddenly express interest in your life. It's a manipulative tactic designed to keep you emotionally invested and prevent you from moving on. Don't fall for it. Recognize this pattern for what it is. A desperate attempt to regain your attention and keep you as an option. Let's be real, folks. Building a genuine connection takes effort. But breadcrumbers are allergic to effort. They're content with keeping things superficial, avoiding any real talk or vulnerability. They won't ask you meaningful questions about your life, your dreams, or your fears. And they certainly won't share anything personal with you. Why? Because they're not interested in forging a deep, meaningful connection. They're just looking for a quick ego boost or a temporary distraction. You deserve someone who wants to know you, all of you, not just the surface-level stuff. The moment you try to have a real conversation about the future of your relationship, they shut down or change the subject. They'll dodge questions about exclusivity, commitment, or their feelings for you. Why? Because they're terrified of having an honest conversation about their intentions. They'd rather keep things vague and undefined so they can easily slip away when it's convenient for them. Remember, a partner who's truly invested in you will be open and honest about their feelings and where they see the relationship going. Breadcrumbing can feel like an emotional roller coaster. One minute you're on top of the world, feeling special and desired. The next, you're left feeling confused, rejected, and questioning your own worth. It's a whirlwind of emotions that can leave you feeling dizzy and disoriented. This constant cycle of highs and lows is incredibly damaging to your emotional well-being. The highs can be intoxicating, making you feel like you're on a cloud nine, but the lows can be devastating, pulling you down into a pit of despair. It can erode your self-esteem and leave you feeling emotionally drained. The emotional toll of being led on can be immense, affecting not just your mental health, but also your physical well-being. Remember, you deserve stability and consistency in a relationship. You deserve someone who makes you feel secure and valued, not someone who leaves you guessing and doubting yourself. Don't settle for someone who treats you like an emotional yo-yo. You deserve better than to be someone's second choice or backup plan. Seek support from friends and loved ones. They can provide a different perspective and help you see the situation more clearly. Sometimes an outside view can make all the difference. Focus on self-care and self-love. Take time for yourself to heal and rebuild your confidence. Engage in activities that make you happy and bring you peace. Set boundaries in your relationships. Know your worth and don't be afraid to demand the respect and treatment you deserve. Moving on from a toxic relationship can be challenging, but it's essential for your well-being. Look for healthy connections that bring positivity and growth into your life. Embrace the journey of emotional healing and growth. It's a process, but with time and effort, you can emerge stronger and more resilient. Ultimately, you deserve to find joy and stability in your relationships. Build a fulfilling life that reflects your true worth and potential. Breadcrumbers are notorious for keeping their options open. They thrive on the attention and validation from multiple sources, never fully committing to anyone. They might casually mention other people they're seeing or make vague comments about not being ready for a relationship. This is a tactic to keep you on your toes, always wondering where you stand. This is their way of letting you know that you're not the only one in the picture without actually having to admit to anything. They create an illusion of scarcity, making you feel like you need to compete for their attention. They want to have their cake and eat it too, enjoying the attention and validation of multiple people without having to commit to anyone. This behavior can leave you feeling confused and undervalued. Remember, you're not alone in this experience. Many people have faced breadcrumbing, and it's important to recognize the signs early on. Don't let yourself be strung along. They might like your posts, occasionally comment on your photos, or even share a meme or two with you. But when it comes to real-life interactions or genuine displays of affection, they're MIA. This is a calculated tactic designed to create the illusion of intimacy without actually having to put in any real effort. They want you to feel close to them, to think there's a deeper connection, but in reality, it's all a facade. They engage just enough to keep you hooked. Don't be fooled by their online antics. It's easy to create a false sense of closeness online. Pay attention to their actions in real life because that's where it truly counts. Genuine connections are built on real-life sincerity and meaningful interactions. Let's be real. Dealing with a breadcrumber can leave you feeling confused, frustrated, and emotionally drained. But remember, you have the power to choose who you allow into your life. You are in control of your own happiness and well-being. If you're constantly feeling strung along or taken for granted, it's time to reclaim your power and walk away. Setting boundaries is a sign of strength and self-respect. You deserve someone who's fully invested in you, someone who's willing to put in the effort to build a real, meaningful connection. A relationship should be a partnership where both individuals are equally committed. Don't waste your time on someone who's only offering you crumbs. You are worthy of so much more than the bare minimum. You are worthy of a love that nourishes your soul, not one that leaves you feeling empty and unfulfilled. Embrace self-love and let go of anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Surround yourself with positivity and people who uplift you. Your journey to finding true love starts with loving yourself first. Take time to reflect on your personal growth and the lessons you've learned. Every experience, even the challenging ones, contributes to your strength and resilience. Find peace within yourself and trust that the right person will come into your life when the time is right. You deserve a love that complements your inner peace and joy. Celebrate your achievements and the progress you've made. You are on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, and you deserve all the happiness and love in the world. So tell me, have you ever experienced breadcrumbing? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more relationship advice. Remember, you deserve a love that fills you up, not one that leaves you feeling empty. You are worthy of a relationship that brings out the best in you. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Take time to reflect on your journey and celebrate your growth. Embrace self-love and inner peace as you move forward. Keep striving for your goals and never settle for less than you deserve. You have the power to create the love and life you desire.